on, now to be refiled in the beginning of next year. We have a gel which is laid in the wound after surgery for managing the pain for 3 days, which works really well. And we are going to do a final phase 3. Hopefully that will lead to a product another year or so, year and a half from now. And then we were very fortunate. Actually, I have to say I've been very fortunate by working with all these great people and then eventually succeeding. But also in this case with Direct, we licensed from Professor Shunlin Ren, University of Virginia, a compound of a series of compounds that have tremendous effects in stopping apoptosis, anti-inflammatory activity, and also tremendous effects on fatty liver disease. So we are now into the early stages, very successful, very tox-free or safe animal studies. We have also shown some great safety in humans, up to hundreds of times larger than the endogenous levels that we see in animals. And we are now inching forward to some efficacy studies, hopefully next year. So things are really looking good in Direct, even though if you look at the market value, you wouldn't say so. But you know, ALSA was in that same boat, so I think that of course you have to have some vision to be able to believe the story.
So people will be able to look at this video from years from now and
exactly.
see whether you were right, Felix.
Absolutely right, yeah. If I was right, that would be the second time around, I guess. Yeah.
So I want to go back, because I think you're the wonderful example of what's happened in the pharmaceutical sciences. That people from a lot of different disciplines
yes.
have come together to
yes.
work in bringing all their expertise to apply to the problems
yes.
of getting drugs into people and
yes.
develop it. And so I really want to go back to when you were a student, or even a graduate student at Catholic University. Were you even aware of the pharmaceutical sciences?
I didn't even know where Kansas was.
Yeah, but there was a
yes.
school of pharmacy at
Leuven, yeah.
Leuven, and
yes,
I want to
right,
know
yeah.
if you were even aware of it then.
Absolutely not, no. In fact, you know, actually I always was interested in the life sciences, but I chose to go in Belgium. In those days you had to choose in high school. So, you went to Greek, Latin, you went to mathematics, you know, scientific direction, or you went into the sort of direction of commerce. I picked the scientific direction, and that sort of in those days set you in a path that does not allow you to go into any of the life sciences. In the life sciences in those days, it was required to have Latin Greek studies because of the wording, I guess, that was used. So even though my interest lay in the life sciences, I was stuck with, you know, being in the hard sciences. And so this is how I ended up in that space. But then, as luck would have it, meeting Takiguchi, and then meeting Alex Zaffaroni and all of the people at ALSA, you know, it really was a dream come true.
But even in your own, in ALSA, where you were chief scientist and president of a bunch of different divisions, yes. and in Direct, what are you looking for? What are you looking for in this? Are you trying to reproduce this idea of bringing people from various disciplines and putting them together in the pharmaceutical sciences?
I think so. I think we keep a very open mind about who we hire. As a startup company, you know, typically you can't afford to train a lot of people, so we tend to take people that have some experience already. But we have now, especially with the biotech area that we have a lot of people with you know, degrees in biological sciences and especially biochemistry, because that's really, you know, where we're sort of heading. And in the drug delivery space, we are lucky to have some people like Sue William came out of ALSA with a transdermal background, and then engineers that are with him that come from engineering schools. So we have actually, and we have of course some very good people from the pharmaceutical sciences, very well trained in the processes and in all of the GMP activities, and so I think we let people go where their interests lie, and but we look, you know, just for good people. Yeah.
So if you were talking to young people